Welcome to my channel. If you're here, you're probably ready for a story that's going to make you laugh, cringe, and maybe even feel a little bit of that awkwardness we all experience sometimes. Stick around until the end and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more stories just like this one. It was a typical Monday morning at the Brazilian supermarket in Florida where I worked as a cashier. You see, the store was bustling with customers who had come straight from Brazil, speaking Portuguese fluently, except for me. Born in North America but raised by parents who hailed from Brazil, I had learned to speak their language, but it wasn't always perfect. The day started off pretty normally until she walked through those doors. She had that look about her, a mix of confidence and a hint of annoyance, that made everyone around her feel like they were doing something wrong. It was this lady who would put me in the spotlight for an unforgettable encounter. "Can you help me?" she asked, her voice sharp as she pointed towards the back corner of the store where we keep our cleaning supplies and such. "I can definitely help," I replied confidently. "What are you looking for?" "A product to clean my floor," she said, emphasizing each word like a teacher explaining something important to an eager student. Of course. I tried to remember the exact Portuguese term for shelf, but it escaped me at that moment. Instead of admitting defeat right away, I decided to go with what felt like a more universal description. "It's on one of those fixtures that hold things," I said, pointing in the general direction. Her eyes narrowed and she looked at me as if I had just suggested we start speaking Martian instead of Portuguese. Her voice rose several decibels. "Fixture that holds things? What the heck is that? Do you even speak Portuguese?" I felt my face warm up, but I tried to stay calm. "Yes, ma'am, I'm sorry." The word slipped my mind for a moment, I explained, gesturing toward one of the shelves nearby which held cleaning supplies. "But what you're looking for is right around there." She stared at me with such disdain that it felt like she was trying to burn holes through my forehead. "You don't speak Portuguese. Get me someone else to help." Just as I was about to protest, hoping desperately that I could convince her otherwise, my manager appeared out of nowhere. "Maria," she called out, knowing exactly what was happening before even hearing the story. "Can you come here for a moment? This customer needs some assistance." I watched with a mix of relief and confusion as Maria approached us. She knew this woman from past visits, and I could see her rolling her eyes slightly under her smile. "Maria?" she began in Portuguese, addressing my manager directly, but maintaining eye contact with the lady. "Would you be able to help her? Apparently, I don't speak Portuguese well enough." The lady looked at me like a cat who had just caught a mouse and was now deciding whether it should be played with or eaten. "I need someone who speaks proper Portuguese." Maria sighed slightly, but stepped up anyway. She knew exactly where the item was located and directed the woman to it, explaining everything in perfect Portuguese. "See?" Maria said gently after helping her find what she needed. "It's right there." The lady grumbled something under her breath about being too good for this place before marching off with her purchase, leaving behind a trail of lingering embarrassment and awkwardness. I stood there, feeling like I had just gone through an initiation rite that I hadn't signed up for. My manager gave me a sympathetic smile, but also a nudge to continue serving the other customers who were now staring at me like they wanted to know if I was okay. Later on, when things calmed down, my manager pulled me aside. "You did fine," she said with a laugh. "That lady just has some issues." She couldn't help but chuckle as she recalled similar encounters. But for the rest of that day and into the night, every time I opened my mouth to speak Portuguese, my mind went back to that moment. Each word felt like it could be my undoing. So, how would you have handled a situation like this? Could you maintain your composure while being called out in front of everyone for not speaking your native language fluently enough? It's those moments that remind us all how easy it is to feel judged and less than competent. If you enjoyed this story, I hope you'll share it with your friends who might relate or laugh along with me at my misadventure. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can catch more tales like this one coming up in the future. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep laughing at life's little mishaps because they're what make our stories worth telling.